Okay, what should I review today? Huh, that is a good movie. Why not? Hey everyone, it's the Gender God's my name. Making reviews and other videos is my game. You know, while I am a Disney fan, I haven't seen all the movies. I haven't seen Hunchback of Notre Dame, I haven't seen Sleeping Beauty, I haven't seen Cinderella, and well, so on and so forth. There's a lot of Disney movies I have seen, but I've never added to my collection, like Toy Story 3 and The Incredibles 2, which are very both good movies. However, there was one Disney movie I really liked as a kid, but for some reason I haven't been able to get a hold of it until recently. And what movie is that, you may be asking? Well, of course I'm talking about the 1999 classic, Tarzan. Based on the book series by Edgar Rice Roth, Tarzan is a boy that was raised by gorillas and who has many adventures with his friends while trying to keep the jungle safe and trying to fit in at the same time. This was a movie I loved as a kid. However, like I said before, because I didn't own it, I couldn't watch it as much. But I did get it on VHS a few years later, and last year I got the Blu-ray and DVD combo pack, and man, I was so happy when I did. I've only seen this movie 4 times, but I do consider it one of my favorite Disney films. Well, the movie turns 20 this year, so I thought I'd give a review on it, and see if it is as good as I remember it. With that said, let's not waste more time. This is the 1999 classic, Tarzan. The story is pretty straightforward. A family gets shipwrecked on an island with their newborn baby. However, a leopard named Sabor kills a gorilla cub that belongs to a gorilla family, and he happens to kill the human family as well, all except for the baby, and when you know it, they had to bump into each other. After saving the baby, she names it Tarzan. So as a kid, the little boy Tarzan finds it hard to fit in. As he gets older though, that changes when he has an encounter with the leopard Sabor. After killing him, he comes across some colorful characters. A friendly professor, a hunter named Clayton, and a love interest which is also the professor's daughter, Jane. Tarzan meets Jane after an incident with some baboons, and as they meet more, he shows her more about the animal world, and she shows him about the human world. A romance is bloomed, and an evil villain is discovered. So what do I like about the movie? Well, first off, the songs. I mean, my gosh, they are amazing. Phil Collins does the songs, and he hits it out of the park. Every song sounds the same, but in a good way. The beating drums in Two Worlds, One Family. There's a nice lullaby, You'll Be in My Heart. Yes, you'll be in my heart. The nice beating of the bongos in Strangers Like Me. There's the inventive and creative music with Trash in the Camp. And my personal favorite, the awesome piano and guitar and drums of Son of Man. The music is very good. It's one of the few Disney soundtracks I own, and proud of it. The songs really bring the movie of Tarzan to life. I can understand why people don't like them, but hey, that's their opinion. I will say though, after listening to the soundtrack so many times, it kinda makes me want to listen to more Phil Collins music, and I think I might in the future. The score itself is very beautiful. The score is very good, it's beautiful, and it really brings the jungle to life. It makes me want to go to a place just like it. Overall, the music and songs are really great, and I just can't get enough of it. It's worth the soundtrack alone, so if you see it, definitely pick it up, even if you're a bit curious. Besides the music, what else is good about the movie? Well, the animation. I mean, wow, just wow. Look how good this is. Every single frame, every single shot is oozing with beauty, especially with Tarzan. With all the cool stuff he can do, I mean, you think Tarzan would just swing on vines, but here he does much more. I mean, look at him, he's practically surfing the trees. That is really creative and awesome. The animation also really shows how Tarzan moves. You don't just see a man, no, you see a man raised by gorillas, you see Tarzan. The way he moves is very cool and very lifelike. If this has happened to anyone, which it has, I've seen online, you know that the movement of Tarzan is spot on. Every character moves in their own way, and it captures the characters very well. The way they made the animation is very interesting. Look it up if you get the chance. Now what about the characters? Well, they are good. Tarzan is very interesting to watch. You see things from his perspective, which makes it really easy to root for him, and you really feel for him as the movie goes on. While yes, they could have shown us a little more what he was going through, but for what we got, I'm really happy with it. Tuk and Tantor are a really nice duo. Tuk, the cool one, is a friend of Tarzan. She really cares about him as a friend, but she doesn't like to show how much she does care for him. Tantor is the scaredy one of the group, but he does grow before the climax. He is a really nice character. The voice acting really brings the character to life. Jane is a really good character. She's polite, but she doesn't take anyone's crud. She's clumsy, but she's not afraid to get her hands dirty. She's really fun to watch, and I really like her relationship with her and her father. They work well together, and interact like a daughter and father should. It's really good stuff, and I can't get enough of it. And when she interacts with Tarzan is really cute. These two are a really cute couple, and I love watching them together. The relationship is believable. I do wish there was a little more time to develop it, but for what we got, I'm happy with it. All the other characters are really good too. You understand why the way they are, and how they feel. They are really good characters, and the highlight of the movie. The only problem I really have with the movie is the villain, and that would be Clayton. Now, I like Clayton. He's really threatening, and I can't get enough of his voice. It's just so good. But he is a run-of-the-mill villain. He just wants money. But I can forgive that because of the type of villain he is. If this was like in Cars or Robin Hood, oh, yeah. Well, Cars then, I wouldn't be so forgiving. Think about it. Clayton is doing what real people do, and that is poaching. People go to Africa all the time and do that, and because of that, it's more realistic. It makes sense why Disney did this. It feels more real, and because of that, we can put ourselves in Tarzan's shoes, see how and why Clayton is a big threat. And because of that, I really like him as a villain. Yes, his motivation could have been a bit better, but for what we got, I like it. I will say though, I do understand why people do prefer Sabor. He is a great villain also, not just being very threatening, but for also killing 2 people and a baby. If you can show why a villain can be threatening and why you should be scared of them, then you did your villain right. Kudos to you, Disney, for making 2 good bad guys in one film. Overall, Tarzan is a good movie. The characters are good, the animation is spectacular, the music is great, the villains are good, even if one of them could have been a bit better. Great voice acting, great story, it's just a good movie. With that said, I give Tarzan a 7.8 out of 10. While 1 or 2 things could have been better, it is still a really good movie. And there is a reason it is in my top 20 favorite Disney movies of all time. If you haven't seen Tarzan yet, do yourself a favor and watch it. And because this year is its 20th anniversary, what a better time to do so. I loved it as a kid and I love it as an adult. This is a movie I can definitely swing into anytime. And if you get the chance, do so as well. I can definitely say that this is one movie you will definitely not regret giving a watch. With that said, everyone, it's the Gender Ground's my name. Making reviews and other videos is my game. See you next time, everyone, and take care.